So, they are going to have to protect that creepy little girl because that felt really sinister in the last episode. Just a heads up for people on YouTube and for people on Patreon. People on Patreon already know that the subs have been placed in a very peculiar way. That is because they don't come up when I first watch them, so I have to extract them onto my editing system, and then I try to move them about, but of course, I can't move them individually, each one, for the whole show, but when I edit it down, hopefully I can do that. Wish me luck with that. So if they are placed weirdly, you know why. And if they're all different sizes, you know why. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah, somehow I forgot that. And if you want full reactions, you of course can head over to my Patreon. I will leave a link in the description box below, and it will already be showing on the screen. Ooh.
还有一个花园。
God. And we're going back to his dream nightmare escape. There's got to be some repressed memory that if he fully goes into this room will be unlocked. Oh, tension, tension, tension. Okay, you might want to get out of your dream. Well down.
我卑鄙无耻，蛮横粗暴，等等等等。
Is he listening to the janitor?
知道你是怎样的感受。
Oh, I did Lolita as a play. I was really awful in it, as in really a bad person. This woodland area, oh, what? Guardian. I've got the book right up there, I just saw it. It reminds me of when they filmed in Guardian.
王妃已经被击毙了，事情解决这么漂亮，小乔急吼吼的让我跑过来干
Yeah,
啥
there's got to be more to it. Why, if the culprit's dead?
飞令警报发了吗？发了，目前已经4个小时了。巡查队在周边半径10
4
公里
hours already. Oh, that's not good.
孩子失踪24小时之内是黄金时间。
It's crucial, yeah. They even say the first 12, because don't they could usually be dead within the first few hours.
主要是东南组这一局。
挺好一个地方。
I just realized the guy in the background smiling at him.
这事儿也惊动到您了？有孩子丢了，转到我们这儿了。你在这儿干什么呢？看热闹。
Yeah, well, all flirting. It looks like he was flirting.
我们在西岭山顶有一个跑车俱乐部，今天刚出车。
It's the angles again. They're so distorted.
出来飙车都能跟着迷惑绑匪。
I love how he just kicked his car. He knows that's going to irritate him.
乐队，别这么客气，咱仨什么关系啊？一家人，自己家事儿啊。
I don't remember you being family.
哎，孩子丢了，咱是不是得帮忙找找啊？得找啊，
得找啊！
What are you people doing? It's not your job.
乐队和裴爷的事儿就是咱自己的事儿，当自己家孩子找啊！出发。得嘞。
Do you know what? At least they're helping out. They may be what looks like rich, obnoxious kids, but they help out.
把衣服穿好。
He's young. He's not going to wear it properly. Also, he was flirting. What
你
happened?
丢给陶泽那只垃圾杂毛猫，忘了？小屁孩儿，干什么都是2天半的新鲜，后面还得跟个收拾的。
Oh. Should you be saying that to him?
你还养着呢？啊，不然呢？给你啊！你想要拿赶紧拿走。
I mean, it seemed to really touch him that he still had the cat. Okay, so we have quite a large scope area. Shouldn't you say thank you for the ride?
老大，先去那边看一下。
Clothing, something like to do in the school, her school
已
bag.
经给家长看过了，确认这根鞋带就是曲同梁鞋上的装饰品。
有一个人曾经站在了他的面前，他和他一起离开了。
Which is not what you should be doing.
孩子是不是自愿跟着走的？密切关注一下附近，有没有捡到孩子之后。
Plus, you can now get a report on whose footprint that is.
也穿着这碎花裙吗？
Which links to all the other people. Those other girls that went missing. Why did we keep on that little girl?
是一段路一。
But that could be noise to scare her. That rattling sounds like bottles.
您听完这段录音，觉得像不像当年绑匪打给受害者家属的那通电话
16 years is a large gap in cases.
在配合调查的时候，曾经提到过一件事情。我在电话里听见我女儿铅笔盒的铃铛声。
So it's the same noises.
受害人家长就此认定，录音里就是自己的女儿。当然，这只是个小细节。
Well, that's quite a big detail, seeing as this also had similar sounds.
这样的连环杀手，不可能毫无原因的情况下就停止自己的杀人欲望。如果当年真的错认了凶手，
Or they were in prison, or something else happened and they're out.
从16年前的旧案入手，合并调查。
你的意思是
Reopen the
重启
case.
调查？
Yes.
一旦旧案重启，无论当年对与错，赌上的是整个特调组的荣誉。
Yeah, because it will be on the line. Curious if they would use that the chief's scar, as a part of the case in or at some point in the show. I don't like what she's wearing. Oh no. Plus, the floral dresses make it seem more innocent.
但我只要看他一眼，万般柔情就涌上心头。
No. Burn him.
然而，罪恶永远都是罪恶。
And then watch, he's just gone. What? No one on the bus took any real notice?
你怎么了？刚才有个奇怪的人，在哪儿啊？我没看见啊。
She's gonna chloroform you or something. Not with those creepy eyes.
郭叔，我想跟您聊一聊16年前郭飞玲的案子。
人都死了16年了。
Oh, is that the dad?
我们接到一个案子，也是少女失踪案，就是您刚才看的寻人启事。
你想多了，我没有看。
Yeah, you read it, don't lie.
这件事情很有可能跟当年的事情有牵扯。
什么牵扯？
失踪的时候都穿碎花连衣裙。
Wait, he has more. The jingles. I mean, this must be heartbreaking for this father.
铅笔盒里面放铃铛的这样的案件细节，你跟别人提起过吗？
提过。
Yeah.
您能给我一份名单吗？
That'd be a good point, because what if someone on the list is one of the people responsible?
当时特调组一点都没有进展，我心里着急。
Well, yeah, that makes sense why you couldn't wait around anymore.
因为从市区到莲花岛有一条过道，为了避开山，正好经过垃圾处理站。
是啊。
Oh, this is so depressing. That's only her doll, though. Or her bag.
我就知道 越快找到线索，玲玲就越安全。
Problem is, though, like it's that small window you have to find the child.
中途不知道出于什么原因，在上高速前停了车，带着孩子跑到了垃圾场附近，打了那通电话。
But why would he do? Yeah, why would he do that? That doesn't make any sense.
我发现了吴广昌，
It could have been a local by the sound. Usually, it's someone you know.
我让那个通风报信的男孩先走。我赶到了吴广昌家里。
Something is not adding up here.
改天再来。
Yeah, it's the older one. Oh, there's a knife. So you just stabbed him without any proper information. You just saw this girl and
您还记得那个男孩叫什么吗？
姓徐，好像是叫
oh, that's gonna be so many
徐
people.
冬雨。
Oh, okay. Because the boy said he was a monitor, but who's to say that he wasn't just say she turned him down, and so he made this lie up, knowing that this man was looking for his daughter.
后来一直过得很乱，弄了一身的病，2个月以前去世了。
Is this because of seeing that man murdered? It's the way he's lit there. He looks so creepy. Because notice how he was just staring at the mirror, almost felt sinister. They come into the room, demeanor changes a little bit.
不太多，因为那时候我还小，像这种事情也不会让一个小孩知道那么清楚。
But you seem to know enough, yeah, for the victim's father.
好像是有这么一回事吧。
So now you're not certain. See, this is the problem.
老大，你觉得他有嫌疑吗？
这个凭据碎花群，这还不够。
Yeah, you have to get more evidence.
当年吴广昌的案子也算轰动一时，怎么您一个亲自参与其中的人，反而记不清了？那本月27号晚上你在什么地方？在家，自己一个人吗？
This is the problem when you're single, yeah, you have no one to corroborate.
两位还有什么问题吗？如果没有的话，我今天是不是可以先走了？
Yeah.
我明天呢有个工作，我可能要提前回去准备。
I mean, you could have someone follow him, watch him closely to see if he like tries to escape. There we go. See. So what I was saying, they just said.
那女孩说一句话，8个老师盯着，喜欢谁都得憋着。
是。
Oh, I like how yeah, he was goading him into an answer. So it's something about the way he just walks out where he's just not subtle. Yeah, there's an accident. Oh, is that the guy's car? Oh, it's his car. Wait, why is he laughing?
一看你就是生活没有规律。现在的年轻人啊，昼伏夜出，又不爱运动。
Oh, I like to exercise. I just don't sleep.
你看这
You
脸，
don't
虚的，这都是腐化堕落生活的证明。
of his corrupt life. Shut up.
但是一定要记住，要戒烟、戒酒、戒色，
What about men?
要不然，裴先生，10年以后你就会变得嘎嘣脆呀。
He's such an asshole. But osteoporosis at his age?
您老人家会看导航吗？说话客气点。
He's taking you somewhere else or doing something else. I feel like he shouldn't be left alone. Wait, he saw something. Oh, that was a nasty crash.
不用这个生日蛋糕吗？你躲什么呀？蛋糕又不会飞离你。
I know, but you did just dump it on his body after he's been in a serious accident.
就跟我这个中老年人体验一下老来乐的幸福生活吧。
目的
You're going to celebrate at your home? That did seem to end on a sweet note, if it's a birthday celebration. Now, I actually find this case really intriguing with the way they set it up, because for me, there are so many flaws in the previous investigation, and from just this episode, the things we're finding out. How did these officers allow it to be this bad? There are so many holes in what they did 16 years ago. Like, so many plot holes and so many things that they could have investigated and figured out that they were wrong about. So I'm curious why no one truly did their job properly, because that's what it's coming across like. So it sounds like there must have been a crooked cop somewhere. But it's definitely an intriguing case, because we got the whole thing with the girl at the beginning being kidnapped, and she was wearing a floral dress. Paisley was flirting with those girls. Someone was jealous about that. Uh, and I'm going to miss those moments, because obviously from episode 9 onwards, it's really censored. So, a little bit of comedy at the beginning with that guy who thinks he's like part of the investigation and he's a cool kid. You're 12. And then, yeah, the floral dresses, and then that, I'm guessing that was supposed to be the daughter from 16 years ago, and the guy was pretending to be blind because of the way he approached her. She ran into that girl who was wearing that same dress that we saw her in, and I wondered if she was part of the girls, all those other girls being kidnapped, because that was the last time we saw that other girl in the floral dress, and the one in the red one had kind of this sinister nature behind her eyes. And was she the seventh victim that came forward? And if so, who says she was a victim? Who say it was in a plot or a ploy to help out? And if she really is dead, then it looks like she spiraled after that father killed that man. And we apparently she was cheerful and lovely. We don't actually know what was going on. He could seems like he killed an innocent man. If it is someone rehashing these murders out, or these kidnappings 16 years later, or someone following in the footsteps, who knows, right? We have many more episodes to go before it's truly uncovered. But though it just felt weird, it felt like the father took justice into his own hands, and it's understandable with what happened to his daughter and mentally what it was doing to him. But he clearly killed someone without proper information. It looks like that young guy I had a crush on the girl and was jealous, or it was a setup. Because how did you know she died? If they only just found out when they went to call her to bring her in, how would you have known she was dead unless someone told you or you had seen her within that time? So he's definitely one to watch. Again, it could be a red herring, and it could have been just that he was jealous that an older man liked her, or that was her father, or something was going on. But yeah, it's definitely intriguing, right? Like, we could pick out as an audience the plot holes for what that young guy was saying instantly. So we have to keep an eye on him, and if any more girls go missing or are kidnapped, because we never actually saw a body, did we? So who's to say any of those girls really died back then, or what actually happened to them? But it's very sinister. It could be someone local, someone in town. They could all be kidnapped in a basement or in someone's house, like in a built floor underneath. You don't know. Definitely left me very intrigued though. And then they ended obviously with a bit of humor. Him having osteoporosis at his age, that's not good. Considering he's supposed to be, I think people said 22. But I guess we'll see. It looks like they're gonna go to the house to celebrate and have some cake and just, I don't know, cake it up. But it's definitely a very intriguing mystery going on, because it's the mystery of the floral dresses that we've had for a few episodes now, and it's heating up. Then we've got their relationship and what's going on between them. Whew. Let's hope they find that missing girl.
给。平底锅。
Oh, it's the cat?
这猫平时不怕生的，怎么就怕你啊？
Maybe just senses something about his weak bones.
哎呦，你又往沙发底下给我
Just
钻，
grabs it by the
到时候又
scruff.
弄一身土，再往我被窝里面凑，王八蛋！
He's telling the cat off. The fact that it look, you could tell it's a fake cat. Birthday cake?
祝你生日快乐。
Oh, wow, that was a really good transition.
钱姐被撕掉了，我拿笔涂的涂，是他爸的行踪。
Because he wants to kill his dad.
看什么看呀？
Probably in shock that you're wishing him a happy birthday.
保佑明年生日不被车撞这种也行。
I mean, he was actually looking at something. We just don't know what. He definitely saw and noticed something when driving.
来，孙玉茹，喝牛奶。
Well, yeah, after finding out about his bones, yeah.
年轻人太空虚的不行，迟早是要出事儿的。
Why a young person? Why can't an older person also have goals? Why do we become stagnant? Why am I making this more than what it needs to be?
比如成就感，比如自我实现，仍然沉迷于低层次的挥霍，那就是在自我麻醉。
Well, only young people do that. Older people cannot do that.
就能缓解这种人性相冲突、深层次的痛苦吗？买都买不起的痛苦显然更表层一点。
Yeah, very surface level. Look at him smoke.
在家吃饭是一件很让人提心吊胆的事情，偶尔太平一次，就像中奖一样。喂，桃子，
老陆，
怎么回事？
唐宁刚来过，晨晨丢了。
Eh?
裴总，你这怎么还盔甲在身啊？
We don't have time for what happened to his arm.
结果他爸今天加班比平时晚来了1个小时，到的时候人就找不到了。
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
见哪条街？什么时候见的？
应该是在新福会那边。
Huh.
这小子是
8 phones?
没事儿，小伤。先别说我，哥，你怎么脸色这么差？
Well, yeah, we get why he's very concerned.
凶手在5天之内连续绑架2名女孩，这个频率太高了，说明取动已经100%。
We don't know yet.
他在看什么？
I was gonna say, what was she looking at? It looks like something she knew, or someone she knew.
他还用圆珠笔卷了发梢，女孩都懂的。
She was just like, I'm so pretty today. No, see, she did know someone. Ah. So she was with her group of friends.
什么情况？你不是园区那无死角吗？
西北角的那排红房子是公厕的。
That means it doesn't cover every area. That means that could be where she was taken. Or when she was taken. Oh, see? This person knew the blind spot.
深处就没人去了。你们这是要进去吗？
Yo, this guy. The police officers, they're going to search in it.
人一直在客厅里，没离开过咱们的视野。怎么了，老大？
没事。
At least, yeah, keep watching him.
老大，咱们是不是怀疑错人了？
Yeah, that's a high possibility.
都怪我，我怎么这么想着自己
That's
去
the
干？
same guy we got the picture of from the years back.
应该是在你5点半给他打电话的时候，手机就已经被扒手偷走了。
Which would make
孩子
sense.
发现手机丢了。
So then, between the span of her walking with those girls to being captured would be really, really quickly.
您第一次尝试远程开孩子的手机，是什么事情？
是6点半，还是他老师提醒我的？
可以跟我演示一下是怎么操作的吗？
Yeah, because he's genius with this type of thing, so he might be able to figure out why it wasn't connected. It's been blocked. There could be a signal jam or intentionally the phone was already in that person's possession and they were able to block finding her.
拍照片？
有个摄影班的孩子要交作业，约了几个女孩去当模特。
So then someone might be in the pictures.
在那个石头那儿拍完照片，张雨晨说要回少年宫，他们就在公园门口解散了。谁也不知道张雨晨后来又去了哪儿。
给。
Okay, so she went back then for her to see if her parents were going to be there, and they all went home together. That means someone, because we know someone was watching her before. See? Someone was watching.
是你呀，走吧。
并且自告奋勇的跟他一起去。这个人他一定很信任。
Ah, it's the girl from what we saw in the image, like with the long hair. Uh-huh. Look at the names.
她是苏林奈的女儿，刚刚成年。
She was the one we saw in the other flashback with the other girl, right? Because they said she just came of age. I'm not sure what age that is for them. Is it 18? Oh, nice. Okay, it's moving. That means if it's moving, someone's just gone through there. So it was her mother that just killed herself 2 months prior. Yeah, look, see, they're moving, which means someone's just gone through them. There's cigarettes next to that box.
老大，这是许彤的那件衣服。
A momentum, yeah.
音乐盒还没来得及合上。
那他现在会在哪儿啊？
I mean, she would have gone out around the back. Wouldn't you have had someone around the back? Oh, she scratched that DNA. Oh, the psychotic look is coming out.
第一时间肯定会找电话给爸爸发信息。苏若婉很有可能是以去自己家打电话为借口，诱使晨晨跟自己一起离开。
Yeah, so like I have a phone at home.
罗杰路，56号。
老大，你怎么知道？
叫上裴苏一起抓苏尔万，他能派上用场。走。
Thing is, she might be gone at this point.
小孩啊，来，你给我出来，替你们家长好好教育教育你。快点儿，出来！
No, I am not coming out.
大吵大闹的时候不声音挺足的吗？啊，开门来！快点儿！
It's got to be them, right? Because they're not leaving it be. Yeah, don't make any sudden movements. She has a knife.
别害怕啊！
If they could kind of calm her down, they might be able to help because she said he doesn't love her anymore.
逼迫一个小孩当诱饵，自己却躲起来。
Which he did before if her mother was also a decoy. I was waiting for that. Bringing the girl down by herself. I was like, why would you do that?
晨晨，
你没事吧？没事吧？
你没事吧？怎么回事啊？老大，现在可以申请逮捕徐冬雨了吗？
可以。
Yeah, you can, but you need more stuff to go on though. Like there's this, but you need other evidence. Like what about that other dress? Oh, right. Yeah, it was intentionally speeding up to hit him. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
保险基金查怎么样了？再给我点时间。那个基金明面上的名字都无足轻重。
Yeah, it's not the real people you're looking for.
我听说你们刚找回来一个女孩，还活着，是真的吗？
Yeah, but this girl is not your daughter.
我们一定尽力，给您，也给其他受害者家属一个交代。
they know how to really pull at your heartstrings with the older characters, like the parents or the grandparents.
我再说最后一遍，我没有绑架过小女孩，我也没有杀过人。
Oh, your attitude is very different from the last time you were here.
如果您对特调组的办案程序有任何异议，您都可以向监察署反映，我们会就本次办案程序合规合法的进行详尽解释。
Yeah, so then make a complaint.
您作何解释？
对不起，你们特调组办案都是不讲证据的，是吧？
That technically is evidence, but carry on.
那怎么样？一通电话，一句孩子的
But I
话。
thought you hadn't spoken to her mom in years, so how would you know the child?
我从小就喜欢苏林的，可他不喜欢我。
Oh, we could tell.
他宁愿过得人不像人鬼不像鬼。
Or she just didn't want you.
其实如果不是他撑不到这一天的话，我现在已经是苏若婉的继父了。
But the way she clearly doesn't care for me anymore, and how deranged she was, makes me feel like there was manipulation going on.
他妈妈从小一直很忽视他，但相比而言，我觉得
But yet she had a shrine to her.
我只希望长官你们能好好调查，用证据说话。
你少给我来这套。
I was gonna say, the language he's using, no.
维护一件旧债，这跟绑架杀人之间有什么必然的因果关系吗？
He doesn't have to tell you any of this information.
我想请问了，那是27号晚上几点的事儿？你自己不知道吗？我真的不知道。
Yeah, he is way too cocky about what's going on. Does he have an accomplice?
订单号和送餐时间都有记录，运气好的话，外卖员可能还记得我的脸。
But that's the thing. If you're saying 8:30, if it gets there by 9, just before, you can still get to where the bus crash happened. Also, who's to say that you didn't have someone who looked like you? Is this another person who who has that missing gene of zero empathy?
如果有必要的话，我可以负担请律师的费用。
Oh, I don't like the way he talks. Oh, it's so creepy.
行车记录仪我们也查了，没有问题。
难道我们想错了？
No, there's something else going on. She was intentionally doing that to irritate them. Oh, we're looking at the psychiatrist? Oh, her.
你说要读研，我可没想到你居然读了老潘的硕士，还申请了实习。
Cool. We're getting to know a little bit more of what he wants to do in the future.
因为被害人无法忘记曾经受过的创伤。
It's always in the back of the mind.
您认可？
Ooh, that was such a good episode, I think, to end on the year with this show for me, because there were so many interesting. So when Chen was kidnapped, and then there was a big hole in the bloody gate, it's like, and that's a blind spot. But how they set it all off, that it had to be, definitely had to be someone around her age or someone that she would trust because they were close to her in age. And then knowing that this girl mother was the one who saw that guy get stabbed and died, and then she went downhill from there. Plus, it was relating back to the gentleman who lost his daughter 16 years ago. And I tell you, the way they get the parents to suffer through this, and it was really well done, because we had that previous episode where that young girl was running from the blind man, and then that woman stopped her, and I think it was the girl's mother, the one in red, or is it her? I'm a bit confused by when these time frames are. But I'm guessing because of how the last episode was set out, it was the mom who was involved, and now the daughter's doing it. And we don't know if she has no empathy. We don't know if she's one of those with genetic mutation. So there is that to find out, plus the way the girl looked at the camera at the end of the episode. There's clearly anger and justice that she wants. It said you don't forget the pain someone inflicted upon you. And who did that? Because was she intentionally ringing him to make it look like it was him? Or has he set it up that it's someone else involved? All I know is that guy is so cocky and creepy. I mean, he was looking like he knew exactly how to word stuff. The arrogance that came off of him. It's interesting how they speak to police officers, isn't it? It's, it's so. And that's why I'm wondering. But I think they said everything came back normal. So maybe he is just arrogant, or he knew what was going on and he was being set up. But we know he's relating back to 16 years ago, so he could be the one, or she could be framing him because it really did look like that at the end, the way she was looking at the camera. But we don't know yet who's really involved. Is she involved with the janitor? Like those people we saw a few episodes ago? Uh, was this all set up years in advance? Also, the other girl, by the sounds of it, it's her blood that she's not alive, which means they are killing these girls. But why? We did get told about a serial killer in the first episode, so there we go. But it did leave me like chills. I told them to look after the creepy girl, and she got kidnapped. She's lucky to be alive. And then when she was found so early on, I thought, no, that doesn't make sense. Something else has to happen. And now they're setting up for interrogations to happen, other stories, things to come out. There's clearly twists and turns, and this show does it really well, actually. But it also lets you see what people are like. Like that guy, even if he's innocent, the language in which he uses and the manipulative nature in him is very clearly on display. He's a very arrogant man that thinks he's better than people because of his social stance in life. And there could be actual abuse. It's just not kidnapping these girls. And we also don't know if they're all dead. Like we're just being told the possibility is they're not, but we haven't seen a body. I will say, what annoyed me was when they came into the house the first time, and she ran out around the back. You were supposed to have it surrounded. You had it surrounded the second time, but not the first time. There are just things certain police officers do in the show that it's like you guys need to think a bit clearer. And then all of a sudden, like the two leads think of the same thing, and we get these little flashbacks and these little details of how they figure it out. And it's very smartly done there. I don't know. That just left me very, very intrigued of how they're gonna finish off this case, because I can only imagine what everyone felt like when they yanked all the episodes off air, especially because the way it ended was so interesting. I'm looking forward in the new year to starting up again with the rest of the episodes. Thank you for